Welcome everyone to today's webinar, today's roundtable with our youth, today's roundtable for Martin Luther King Jr., the ultimate mentor. Today we're talking about how the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. continues to influence mentoring. So this is a youth panel. This is a roundtable. So what that means is I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. Okay. So we'll go over a couple of logistics, all right, so that everybody is kind of on the same playing field here. So again, like I said, welcome. This is Merlin Mentor. And this is guess what? January is National Mentoring Month. That means that this is the perfect opportunity for you to become a mentor. If you are a mentor, get a mentee. If you're a mentee, want to be a mentee, get you a mentor. That's what this month is all about. So a few webinar logistics. Attendees, please remain muted unless called on by the speaker. Okay. We've been doing, I know you all been doing virtual class for quite some time now. So same concept, that same level of respect and taking turns. Use the chat box for your comments. I can see all the movement now. I see all the movement now in there. We see some birthdays are happening and everything else, so that's good. Use that for your aha moments. If you have any other ideas, thoughts, questions, put them right there in the chat box. Towards the end of the presentation, we will ask for you to complete an evaluation, okay? Just tell us how we did. Tell us if you liked it. Tell us if you'll come back. That's what that's for. And remember, very important, give each other space and grace. What does that mean? It's a virtual space here, right? So sometimes things might go glitchy out of your hands. And if it does, that's okay. All right, we're going to keep moving. All right, have fun, learn something. That's what we're all here for. So again, like I said, we're celebrating National Mentoring Month all January. We got other events coming up after this one today. Got one more this week. Got something going on next week. So please visit our website, marylandmentor.net/NMM, National Mentoring Month. That's what that stands for, NMM, to check out the other events that we're going to be having coming up. All right. So a quick agenda. I'm gonna give you a Merlin Mentor overview, just to let you know who we are. Some of you probably never heard of us until today, and that's okay. Or you may know who we are, and that's okay too. We're going to have the best of MLK talk. Okay, just kind of going over just the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Then we'll get into the essays, all those wonderful essays, video essays, written essays. So many essays. We had a great time going over that, but I'll get more into that later. Then we're going to play a little game called What Would Martin Do? That's right. You get to step into the shoes of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and make a decision. That's going to be pretty interesting. And then we're going to wrap up and talk about what's next. And then you all may continue on enjoying your Martin Luther King Day. All right? Great. This is the Merlin Mentor team. Guess what? We are all here. Everybody's here. Olivia James, our Marketing and Communications Vista. Dakota Shamblin, our Program Outreach Vista. Antoine Baggett, our Baltimore City Schools Mentoring Vista. Sada Holly is our Operations Manager. Mr. Sadiq Ali, our Executive Director. And myself, Mr. Carlos Avent, your Program Manager. That is who we are. Hey, Merlin Mentor team, wave a bit. Give them a wave.
Yeah.
Give them a sound. Say something. All right. Let's move on. So who's Merlin Mentor? So Merlin Mentor is pretty much, roughly been around for about 3 years, but our roots date back to 1996. Okay. So the work of being in the mentoring space in the state of Maryland has been around for some time here. Our mission and our vision is to simply increase the quality and the quantity of mentoring relationships across the country. Now, our headquartered affiliate is the National Mentoring Partnership. So we here in Maryland are an affiliate of that partnership. So what we want to do is we want to close the mentoring gap, and that is what our work entails. What is that mentoring gap? It means that 1 out of 3 young people are going to go through life and not have a mentor. And we want to make sure that you do get a mentor. So how do we do that? We do that by working with mentoring programs. We work with the programs to help them provide better resources and services for you. For you, if you're a youth or on the call here, you're in this stage, you will be a mentee, right? So we work with those programs to help them bring to you the best that they can offer you. If you're a mentor or you run a mentor program and you're here today, our job is to work with you as an indirect service provider, helping you to take the next step in the quality of your program with resources and training, webinars like this, and things that's going to broaden the knowledge and scope of your program. That also means the quantity, growth, more mentees, more mentors, more opportunities. And through all that, we elevate the field. We elevate the field by bringing awareness and advocating for the importance of mentoring. That's what Merlin Mentor is about. That's why we're here. We enjoy the work that we do, and we hope that we continue to see more of you. So let's just jump right in. All right, we're just going to jump right in with the best of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And this is a collection. What you're going to see here coming up is a collection of some of his most famous speeches. Trust me, it's not long, because I know how long I Have a Dream is. That's pretty long. It's not that long, but it's just a collection of the snippets, like some of the things that just really hit you here. Okay, so we're going to take a moment, just kind of listen through that. I want you to really sit back and just take it in. Okay, take it in, listen. Things that kind of just stick out to you, things that motivate you, things that influence you. Take note of it. Take note of it. All right, let's go. Oh, okay, what happened there? All right, sorry about that. For some reason, that started over. Okay, here we go.
That one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today I have a dream that one day down in Alabama with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification. One day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted. And every hill and mountain shall be made low, the rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is the faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together.
And whenever a building is constructed, you usually have an architect who draws a blueprint. And that blueprint serves as the pattern, as the guide, as the model for those who are to build the building. And a building is not well erected without a good, sound, and solid blueprint. Now, each of you is in the process of building the structure of your lives. And the question is whether you have a proper, a solid, and a sound blueprint. And I want to suggest some of the things that should be in your life's blueprint. Number one in your life's blueprint should be a deep belief in your own dignity, your own worth, and your own somebodyness. Don't allow anybody to make you feel that you are nobody. Always feel that you count. Always feel that you have worth. And always feel that your life has ultimate significance.
All we say to America is be true to what you said on paper. If I lived in China or even Russia or any totalitarian country, maybe I could understand some of these illegal injunctions. Maybe I could understand the denial of certain basic First Amendment privileges because they haven't committed themselves to that over there. But somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest far right. And so just as I say we aren't going to let any dogs or water hoses turn us around, we aren't going to let any injunction turn us around. Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live
A long life, longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
I know you're asking today, how long will it take? Somebody's asking, how long will prejudice blind the visions of men? I come to say to you this afternoon, however difficult the moment,
Yes, sir.
however frustrating the hour, it will not be long, because truth crushed earth will rise again.
Yes, sir.
How long? Not long.
Yes, sir.
Because no lie can live forever.
Yes, sir.
How long? Not long.
How long?
Because you shall reap what you sow.
Yes, sir.
How long? Not long.
How long?
Truth forever on the scaffold, wrong forever on the throne.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that scaffold sways the future.
Yes.
Behind the dim unknown standeth God within the shadow, keeping watch above his own. How long? Not long. Because the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice.
Yes, sir.
How long? Not long.
Not long.
Because mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
Yes, sir.
He's trampling out the village where the grapes of wrath are stored.
Yes, sir.
He's loosed the fateful lightning of his terrible swift sword.
Yes, sir.
His truth is marching on.
Yes, sir.
He has sounded forth the trumpet that shall never call retreat. He is sifting out the hearts of men before his judgment seat. Oh, be swift, my soul, to answer him. Be jubilant, my feet. Our God is marching on. Glory, hallelujah. Glory, hallelujah. Glory, hallelujah. Glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on.
And the world will never rise to its full moral or political or even social maturity until racism is totally eradicated. And racism is exactly what it says. It is a myth of the inferior race. It is the notion that a particular race is worthless and degraded innately. And the tragedy of racism is that it is based not on an empirical generalization, but on an ontological affirmation. It is the idea that the very being of a people is inferior. Well, it may be true that morality cannot be legislated, but behavior can be regulated. It may be true that the law cannot change the heart, but it can restrain the heartless. It may be true that the law can't make a man love me, but it can restrain him from lynching me. And I think that is pretty important also. And so while the law may not change the hearts of men, it does change the habits of men if it's vigorously enforced.
I don't think of love as, in this context, as emotional bosh. I don't think of it as a weak force. But I think of love as something strong and that organizes itself into powerful direct action. Now, this is what I tried to teach in the struggle in the South, that we are not engaged in a struggle that means we sit down and do nothing. That there's a great deal of difference between non-resistance to evil and non-violent resistance. Non-resistance leaves you in a state of stagnant passivity and deadened complacency, wherein non-violent resistance means that you do resist in a very strong and determined manner. And I think some of the criticisms of nonviolence, or some of the critics, fail to realize that we are talking about something very strong.
Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. For some strange reason, I can never be what I ought to be until you are what you ought to be, and you can never be what you ought to be until I am what I ought to be.
Alan Lowe, General Manager, and here's Reverend King.
No matter how much he closes the Capitol, no matter how much he tries not to see us, he will inevitably see us. He may not talk with us, but he will see us. He has already seen us. Our actions and the kind of communication that no man can overlook. And I think that witness itself will communicate and articulate in a real sense our deep longings and aspirations for freedom.
Oh man, wow, wow, and wow, just wow, wow. Let's just take a minute and pause. Let's just take a minute and pause right there. What really hit you here? Some of that you might have heard for the first time. Some of it you probably heard before, but what really hit you in the heart? Put it in the chat box. Put it in the chat box. Just whatever part might have really hit you here before we really get into our questions about what we've heard. Just tell me what you think. Does any of it inspire you? Does any of it motivate you? Does any of it make you feel different? All of it speech that they are, and I agree. Yes, talking about his kids being judged. Yes, law may not make the man love me, but it will prevent. Yes. Oh man, keep them coming. Keep them coming. Love strong, that stands out. Okay, excellent. Real quick, pop quiz. Who could tell me how old Martin Luther King Jr. was when he was assassinated? Real quick, let me see it. Let me see that number. Ah, there we go, 39. Shout out to Zaire for that one. First one to give it up. 39. That's right, 39. I know I might not look it, but look, I'm 37. Okay. And to sit and just put that into perspective, knowing that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated at 39 years old, that is incredibly young. That is incredibly young. If he were alive today, he would roughly just be 92 years old. That's it. That's it. It seems so prehistoric. It seems so ancient, but it's not. It's not. It was just 39 years old. The amount of things that he's done up until 39 years old, and here I am 37, I haven't even begun to scratch the surface. When you think about it that way, it just is mind-blowing to me. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it some more. So, again, like, you already gave me some of this in the chat box. You told me, what motivated you? What made you think? What made you angry? Because it's okay to be angry. Sometimes, you hear these speeches from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and you think, like, sometimes it can make you think, like, why did it even have to come to this? Like, we're fighting for basic human rights and dignity and respect, and we have to go through these lengths just to get that. That's something that can make you angry. But then what's important is what you do with that anger. What Martin Luther King did was channel that anger into action. So here's a question. Let's put that in the chat box too. Okay. Do you think?
Carlos,
Huh?
we have a hand. We have.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Go ahead. I can't see the hand, so go ahead and unmute him, Dakota.
Okay. Oh, he put his hand down, but I'm coming, Jaden.
Hold on, Jaden. We're coming to you.
I can unmute you.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I could give you the date that he died about.
Okay. Okay. April 4th, right?
Yeah, April 4th.
April the 4th. That's right. April the 4th. Historic moment in our lives. Absolutely. So to the question again, any of these questions, feel free to answer any of them. Do you think? But the one I was getting to was, do you think we're better off now, or do we still have work to do? Now it could be an either or. It could be both. Just give me some thoughts. You can raise your hand. You can speak, or you can put it in the chat box. Bridget says both. I agree. We made some steps, but we still have, but there's still things to do. Absolutely. We still have a lot of work to do. Yes, we do, Monique.
Jaden has his hand up again.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we definitely still have a lot of work to do.
Mm-hmm.
And we've definitely progressed, taking a lot of those signs down, separating us, segregation. That's a big step.
Yeah.
But just the police brutality and moving on from that, trying to get better with different policies and using non-lethal force. And
Yes, sir. Real good. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, some things that they look different, but the action and the mindset about it is the same. And that's why there's still work to be done. Let's go into our next question. Oh, wait, no, not yet. All right, so we did that. We did what motivated you. What made you think? Let's go back to that one. What made you think? What made you think? Any part of it, any part of what you heard, what made you think? And when I say what made you think of it like this: what made you think to yourself that you want to enforce change in your own little way, right? In your own little way. I read one essay that said that we may not all be able to stand on the front line and fight for everything that we need to be that we're fighting for. Shout out to Anna. That was your essay. I read that. But you can in your own little way, in your own little circle, right? In your own little way. So that anybody, what made you think of like what you can do? Sometimes you know what that could be? Just simply educating somebody else. Just simply educating someone else on what you know. I'll give you a little secret. Knowledge is not meant to be hoarded for yourself. You have knowledge to spread it. Okay? Keep that in mind. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe for you, it's just simply educating someone else who may not be aware, who may not know what they're doing, who may not know what the consequences are of their actions. Hannah said, I really like that I Have a Dream speech. It made me think about we have a lot of work to do. Okay. Renee, becoming a mentor. We can help you with that. Absolutely. Kayla, I've always wanted to change this world for the better. Every speech he made really made me think on everything I can do, even if it's not the biggest thing. Very important piece. Even if it's not the biggest thing. No one's looking for you to go all out. No one is looking for you to give your speech at the Lincoln Memorial. Your speech might be simply in the classroom. It might be when we get back to a classroom, right? It might be on the Zoom. But let's just say we're in a normal space, in a normal world. It might be in the cafeteria. It might be in the gym. It might be at the rec. It might be in your mentoring program. It might be on your chat, your group FaceTime with all your friends playing Among Us or Roblox. And I'm saying all that because my daughter does that. My daughter's the same age as a lot of y'all, 11. it might be there, right? Small changes is all it takes to make a big difference. Ah, yes, I like that. It made me think about life, honestly. Okay, Sheila, Sheila, Sheila. Okay, was it Sheila? I don't want to say it wrong, but in order to change, yes, to do change a little bit of society. Absolutely, yes, good, real good, really good, really good, really good. Man, y'all keeping it coming. I like it. I like it. Um, okay, so we talked about what motivated us. We talked about what made you think. Talked about what made you angry, and ways that we can Shayla. Thank you, Shayla. I will make sure I say it right. We talked about what do we still have more work to do, or are we better off now? We kind of all have the same consensus here, right? There's been progress, but we are always in search of more progress, right? Wonderful. So you heard from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. You have heard snippets of all of his speeches. Not all of them. That was, I mean, there's way more than that. Trust me, way more than that. But you heard some of the really important nuggets, right? And now let's talk about why you're here. Because you all took a step towards the Ultimate Mentor Essay Contest, right? And from here, I'm going to pass it on to Ms. Dakota, who will go over the contest and a little more. Dakota, take it away.
Thank you. I'll introduce myself again. My name is Dakota Shamblin, and I'm one of the 3 AmeriCorps Vistas on this team. I'm not sure if you've heard of AmeriCorps, but if you're late in high school or trying to figure out what to do after high school and you need someone to talk to and maybe you're interested in AmeriCorps, I'm giving you guys the opportunity right now. So I just wanted to share that with you before we got into it. But so the MLK, the Ultimate Mentor Essay Contest, overall we had about 70 submissions. So thank you very much for taking the time to share. Also for being here today. We have a great turnout. So I appreciate everyone being here. And also just sharing your thoughts with us and your own experiences on what this means. So if you want to go to the next slide, I'll kind of give a rundown for everybody. Yes, so we asked you first to read these quotes and to select one that would kind of be the focal point of the essay or video that you chose to do. And so I'll go ahead and share those quotes. That first one is, "We cannot walk alone." And then, "Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? And all labor that uplifts humanity has dignity and importance and should be undertaken with painstaking excellence." And we saw several submissions on each quote. There was a good variation, and it was really nice to read your thoughts on it. And so the second part of that was to reflect on that quote and to answer these 3 questions that we asked of you. And that first one being, what does the quote mean to you? And so a lot of you talk about kind of what feelings or emotions that come up when you read it. Some of you talked about how it related to experiences you've had and why you agree or believe in the quote as well, and how that's played out in your own lives. But also, you guys talked a lot about Martin Luther King Jr. and how he showed that. So you gave us evidence as to why that quote meant what it meant to you, as well as how Martin Luther King lived out that quote. And then the second question was, how can you use these words of the quote you have selected to honor Dr. King and the life he lived? And so we talked a little bit about that. What I loved the most reading about your stuff is that you did talk about the, if not small acts, being just as important or more important than what we see as like big acts for racial justice and inequality. But as we talked about, you know, just those little things, that's what we can impact. And that's where I think we should start and we should focus. And so a lot of you spoke on that. Also, a lot of you spoke about, you know, your experiences in school and what you can do in school, as well as some of you are involved in organizations and programs and what you've done through that. So you guys do a lot of great work, and it was definitely inspiring for me on this end, and I'm sure our other team members. And then that last part is there a mentor in your life who lives about these words of Dr. King? And if so, tell us. If not, tell us why you would want a mentor. And what I found when I was reading a lot of these is that you guys spoke about what we like to call natural mentors. So those adults in our life that kind of show up and support us and guide us and give us a lot of good insight into the world and how to move forward. And so I thought that was beautiful because that's really what we want to, although we do support formal programs, a lot of our mentors just come around our lives that we kind of pick and choose or that just show up for us. And so a lot of you also looked up to Martin Luther King Jr. as your mentor and spoke on his work as well. And then that last part of the essay contest was either choose a video or a written essay. We had a lot of written essays that were really beautifully written and put together well. And then we also had some great video essays. You guys put a lot of work into the editing and definitely appreciate that. They were very fun to go through and judge. So if you want to, you can go to the next slide, Carlos. And so these are our nominees. Everyone who submitted an essay or a video is considered a nominee. And like I said before, there was about 70 people, and we'll actually put those nominees on the screen now. And so you may see your name on there. Yeah, it's in alphabetical order, but these are all our participants today. So definitely take a moment to look over and see who all participated and shared their thoughts on this. And yeah, we'll give them a round of applause.
Yeah, round of applause. If you see your name, say there's me. Put it in the text. Put it in the chat box. Say there I am. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, there's me. There I am. Okay. Yeah, there's me. Yeah, y'all here. Y'all are here. Okay,
now
I'm in there.
Yeah. All right. And then now we will get into our finalists.
Ooh, boy,
and so
here we go.
Finalists, we chose, the judging process kind of went, our team of six, the six of us that are here, we all kind of split it up and had a set number of things that we wanted to find in the essays and videos that make sure you guys answered the questions, included your quote, and gave evidence. And so we went through that process and we picked the top 3 videos as well as the top 3 written essays. And so I'm going to proceed, and there'll be a picture of you as well as your name. So please give them some congratulations as we name them off. And after, we'll give you a chance to speak on what you wrote or what you talked about in your video.
All right,
So
here we go.
Yes.
Okay, are we ready? Are we ready? I think everybody's ready. Here we go.
Our first finalist here is Jenner T Duffy. Let me know if I say that wrong. You can unmute yourself if I'm saying that wrong. But
oh yeah, Jenner's. There's an S, but yeah.
Oh, there's an S. Oh, sorry, Jenner. I'll fix it.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Congratulations.
All right, here we
I
go.
believe you did a video.
Yeah, so the first 3 are our video winners, and the next 3 are our written essay winners. Okay, so we already have our first one, Mr. Jenner's T Duffy IV. Who's next? I think he recognizes who he is. That's right, Mr. Jaden Robinson. Jaden Robinson, where are you?
I'm right here.
Yeah, there he is, Mr. Jaden Robinson. Wonderful. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, so that's 2. Okay, so we waiting on one more video winner. And here we go. Here we are. Miss Hadassah Alabi, where are you? Are you here? I really loved her video. It was really, I loved all these videos, but I hope she's here. Okay.
I don't see her in the chat, unfortunately.
Yeah, she might not be here. So I see that she might have some friends. Tell her that she won. Tell her that she was a finalist. All right, let's move on to the written essay winners. Here are our written essay winners. Mr. Holden Powell. Round of applause for Mr. Holden Powell. All right, is Mr. Holden Powell here? Mr. Holden Powell, are you here?
I don't think he is either, unfortunately.
Oh man. Okay. Moving on. Who's next? Next written essay winner. Mr. Terry Fields III. Mr. Terry Fields, are you here?
His mom is here. He's going to be here really soon, but I am so excited for him. We'll tell him.
Great. Good job, Mom.
Yay!
Excellent. And our last but not least, our last written finalist is Mr. Liam Wallace. Liam, are you here? Oh, come on. Okay.
I saw him. He's
I
here.
thought I saw his name. Wait, yeah, he's right there. There he said thank you. There you go. You are here. Great.
Thank you.
Great. Wonderful. Great. You are here. That's great. So, how about a round of applause for our winners? Either you can give a clap, put a 1 in the chat, make some noise for our finalists. But let me just say this.
Nice job.
Great job to everybody. This was not easy. Trust me, it was not. I literally was up all weekend. Okay? I mean, look, the deadline was last Wednesday, the 13th, right? The 13th. Okay? Today's the 18th, right? I literally have spent those 5 days going through these. We all have, but I just kept mulling it over because there was so if I could make all of you finalists, I would. But there's rules, right? There's rules. However, excellent job to every single one of you for the thought that you put into these, the creativity that you put into these, the effort that you put into these essays, written or video. You are appreciated, and it was done very well. And we here at Merlin Mentor are extremely proud of you for what you have put forth. All right? Awesome. Round of applause for those finalists. Let's move forward. All right, so the ones who are here, the finalists who are here, put a 1 in the chat box. I want to make sure that you're here because we got some questions for you. Okay, Jaden's here, Jenners is here. All right, Liam is here. Yes. Okay, and I know Terry's mom is here. Okay, so we'll get to him in a minute. Okay, so we got some questions. So here's how this is going to work. Okay, there's a question. You know, a couple of questions that we'll ask, and you know, you just unmute and answer to the best of your ability. That's it. We just want to know. We just want to have a direct conversation with you about the process, the thought that you put into your essay, and how you got here. Okay. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Trust me. This is not a final exam. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. So question 1.
Hey, Carlos, just 1 second. If the winners want to show their video, I'll actually pin it to the side so we're able to see you guys this year.
Yes, that'd be good. Oh, sorry, Dakota. I accidentally muted you. Okay.
Good.
Okay, good. Okay, great. So yeah, finalists, please, if you could go on video, that'll make this even better. Go on, so go ahead and turn your cameras on. Let us see your finalist face. Show us your finalist face, and let's go through this Q&A together. Let me know when you got them all, Dakota, and I'll get started.
You're good. I'm trying to. I think those are the only 2. We got Liam here. I'll pin him real quick.
Okay.
All right.
We're good to go?
Yep.
Okay. So I'll ask the question, and then Dakota, you go ahead and when you recognize who's going first or second or whatever, you get them unmuted. All right. Good. Question 1. What was your motivation to enter this contest and to create such a compelling essay? Now I know when you all filled out the survey, the questions before you started. I know you told me who sent you who told you about the contest. I got that part. I know how you got the information, but I want to know what motivated you. What made you say, I'm going to do that? And then while you decided to do that, what went into your process of what you wrote? What motivated you to write or do the video of what you did? There it is.
All right, we got Jaden.
Okay.
Well, my teacher showed this to me, and I was like, I can't give this up. I love to have my words heard, and everyone always said since last year that I was a great writer, and I was like, let me try. And I wasn't expecting to win. I went in with full heart, just trying to have my word heard, and I gave it everything I got, and winning was something that came as a result.
Excellent. 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 Liam?
So I got my motivation from, well, first my principal sent out an email to all the kids in our school. And I knew a lot about Martin Luther King because we always learned about him like around this time of the year. I've learned that he's done so many things for the civil rights for this country and stuff like that. So when I was writing my essay, I knew I had like a lot of people to look up to, and that was very similar to Martin Luther King. But in my essay only, like I wrote the one that really inspired me. But yeah.
Good. 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 Excellent. 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 Who else do we have, Dakota?
We have Jenners. He's in here as well.
Okay, Jenner. Yeah, let's hear it.
Let me find him.
Okay, and Terry is on via phone. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so find pin Terry too, Dakota. Terry Fields. Terry, you know what? Or Jenners, whichever, just go ahead and unmute and answer the question. Tell us what what motivated you and what made you create your essay.
So Martin Luther King has been a motivation to my life because I've been in I'm originally from Atlanta, so yeah, it's always been an inspired to me because I would always learn about Martin Luther King, and whatever I'm learning about Martin Luther King, I would always pay attention to it because it's so interesting how one man changed the whole world, and that just like it really motivated me. And when I got this information by my mom, and she was talking about this Martin Luther King contest, and I was like, okay, this is very interesting because I've been learning about Martin Luther King for almost my whole life. So when I was choosing my quotes, I put life's most persistent error. The question is, what are you doing for others? Because I wanted to answer that question, and I wanted to answer like, what am I doing for others? And yeah, that's my motivation.
Wow, excellent. That's excellent. Excellent. All right, so who's left?
Terry. But I can't see
his Terry's.
Oh wait, go ahead.
Go ahead, Terry.
I'm Terry Fields. I'm in the barber right now. What I appreciate being one of the finalists, my inspiration to this speech was ever since I was a kid, I would learn about different Black history because I celebrate Kwanzaa. And one of the main people we learned about was Martin Luther King Jr., Frederick Douglass, and Harriet Tubman. So once I found out that we had to write a speech on him, I was pretty confident. So I just thought right away about his speech. I had a dream and think about the different dreams that certain people have. And one of the dreams that I have were that all people would be equal, just like him. So I could relate pretty much to how he thought and what he thought about and what he wanted to do in life.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Okay, good. That's really excellent. The motivation here behind why you all did these essays. I'm proud. I'm really proud to hear it. Because with you all being so young, I can I see the awareness. And it's really moving and promising. All right, next question. What was the most challenging part of completing your essay? What was the most challenging part of completing your essay?
All right, we got Jaden.
So I was recording and I was doing it on my dad's computer because he has a much better video. Like he has editors and stuff, so I used his computer. And then all of nowhere, it crashed. So that's technical difficulties. But the most challenging part was probably controlling my voice, because when I get motivated, I start to get loud, then I start to move. So it was really hard to not start screaming and yelling. But that's probably the most challenging part.
Okay. So when you get motivated, you start yelling. You play sports?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That okay. I can tell just by you saying. I can tell. Who's next, Dakota?
Go with Jenners.
Okay.
The most challenging part of my essay would have to be I had two parts, and one of them was remembering the words because sometimes when I speak, like there's this word that I said it was available. Like it's hard to say, but then once I repeatedly, because I spent day and night reciting this speech, and yep, it turned out really good. Another challenging part was kind of like Jaden's, where controlling my voice. I wanted to sound more bold and more what's the word, more like effective to my audience. So I just wanted to, you know, make my audience, I don't want to like, oh yeah, like I just want to have like a voice that makes my audience, really want to listen to my speech and really and get inspired by my speech. So yep.
Golden the voice. I can understand. Who else we have, Dakota?
All right, Liam, you can go ahead and speak.
One of the most challenging parts about my essay would probably have to be trying to get it under 500 words, because it's such a big topic, talking about Martin Luther King and what he has done and like what some of the people that in my life have done. So that was probably one of the most challenging parts of my essay.
Trying to condense those words, right? You're like so much you want to say. It's almost like being on Twitter, if any of you are on there. Probably anyway. But you only got about a little space to say a whole lot of stuff, right? I get it. I get it. So I think we have Terry left, right?
Yes. Is he still on the phone, or did he have to get
He's
off?
not able to unmute right now. He's at the barbershop, but he did say with being in school, it was hard to balance both. So that was what he said.
Okay. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. And the barber getting that fade touched up?
He is.
I knew it. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. Last question. Who helped you? Shout them out. So who helped you put together this? It can be the person who introduced you to the essay. Maybe someone helped you kind of collect your thoughts. Maybe someone helped you edit your video. Someone read over your essay for you to make sure that it sounded right. Who helped you? Shout them out.
All right, go ahead, Jaden. You can speak.
My father, he always helps me. My dad, he's always there helping me out.
Excellent.
And just he helped me construct, stay focused. Like he gave me tips on how to like look more professional while you're talking and sound motivated, but not too motivated. Just stay perfect. So.
So let me ask you, Jaden, whose idea was it to put the blazer on? Was that yours or that was your dad's idea?
The what?
You had on like a nice jacket, a nice suit jacket. Was that your idea or your dad's idea?
That was my idea. I wasn't gonna submit this without
Putting on the suit jacket. Okay. Great.
He taught me.
Great. Yeah. Well, good. But before we move on, I see from Terry, he also said he wanted to make it relatable so people will understand. And that's always important, Terry. It's always important to put forth a message on the level of where your audience will understand how they gravitate to you. So good job thinking about that. Okay, who else? Liam, who helped you? Shout him out. Who helped you?
My mother helped me with like wrapping up my ideas about it. Like I was writing it, but sometimes I needed a little bit of help, like getting my ideas all in order instead of like going like off on a tangent or like just down another rabbit hole.
Yeah, I can understand. Because when you get motivated into something that you write, you're passionate about it, you just start going and going and going, and then you got to rope yourself back in. So I'm glad that your mother was there to keep you roped in. Really good, really good. Jenners, who helped you? Shout them out.
So I have my mom that she also gave me the idea of doing the speech. So she helped me, she helped me like gathering all my words, being bold with it. She was even because when I first rehearsed it, she was like, I need to be more active with it. I can't just be like like boring. I have to be like powerful. My speech has to be powerful. Also, I'm a part of this thing called Mentoring to Manhood. So in Mentoring to Manhood, we were going over MLK Day. And I told them that I'm doing this. I'm doing my speech for Martin Luther King Day. And they were like, oh. And so I remember they were helping me with my speech. They were also helping me be bold and powerful. And so I can make my point across to my audience. And so, yeah, those people really, really helped me with my speech, and I like how it turned out. So
excellent. We did too. Shout out to Mentor to Manhood for that. Shout out to Mentor to Manhood for that one. Excellent. And I see here, Terry said that my mom helped me, so it was more understanding. It made sense to all ages instead of just kids understanding and not just adults. So all people can be inspired. So good job, Mom, helping Terry kind of bring those thoughts concise to a point where it doesn't matter if you 8 or 88, you want to get the message. That's real good, really good. Excellent. All right. Thank you to our finalists. Thank you for your effort. Thank you to everybody. Like I said, thank you to every single person who submitted an essay, but specifically to our finalists here. Just wow. Wow. All right, so look, hey, quick game. This is for everybody. All right. Again, finalists, thank you. But for everybody, we all gonna play a little bit of what would Martin do. All right. Very simple concept. Very simple. Want to see a question? Just want to have a couple of choices. A, B, maybe A, B, C, or D. And then you want to put in the chat box your answer. A, B, C. All right. Now be ready because you might get asked why you chose that. All right. So make sure whatever you choose, make sure you can back it up with a reason why you chose it. Okay. Starting. We go with what would Martin do? Question 1 or scenario 1. All right. President Trump tweets, MLK is not as nonviolent as he claims to be. I've seen him be nonviolent with my own eyes. What would Martin do? Would he A, ignore it, keep working for the people? Would he B, respond back on Twitter with class? Or C, respond back quoting his favorite rap lyrics? What would Martin do? A, the system B's, okay. Ignore or respond. B, but I would hope C. Oh man, if we only knew what who his favorite rapper would be in these days. Okay, all right, B, A's, B's, okay. I'm gonna challenge people. If you said B, I'm gonna challenge you right now in the chat. I want you to type the response that Martin Luther King would give to that tweet. Now remember, don't make it too long now. It's only a tweet. It's only a short sentence. What would he say? Let me see it. What would he say? I'm back on Twitter as you are responding.
Excuse me, I can't hear you.
Yeah, Carlos, you're on mute.
His headset mic might have died.
Yeah.
I think he's got to change something on there. But yeah, let's read while he's figuring out that. We'll read some of the tweets that you guys came up with. So Jaden said, now ask yourself, what are you doing for others? How does that affect you? So he incorporated one of MLK's quotes that we talked about. So that was definitely something he would say. And then I thought Abigail said, I can't hear you as his tweet. And I thought that would be funny, but now I can say.
All right.
May God bless you.
Am I heard now?
Yes, you are heard. I'm just reading some of the tweets.
Hold on. How about now? Can I be heard now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
All right, here I am. I'm back. Okay. Jenner said, LOL, look at this dude. I like that. LOL, look at this dude. That's good. Tell me when and where so we can talk about him. Yeah, I like that. That's right. Jenner said, you probably sent a clever joke. Good. Okay. All right, I like these. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Hold on. What we doing? Go back. Okay. All right. Scenario number 2 of what would Martin do? MLK is riding the bus. He notices some school-aged teens in the back, around y'all age, right? Sitting, being loud, some using a little foul language. Come on, y'all know how it is. There are 4 elderly people, and they're standing on the bus. What would Martin do? Would he just stand with the elderly people and be quiet? Would he B, tell one of the teens to get up so he can sit down? Or C, would he speak to the teens about respect and what the back of the bus means to Black people? Okay, I got some C's. I see some C's here. Some C's. Okay, C, 100% C. Okay, C, yep. All right. Definitely a lot of C here. Yeah. And okay. Right. Okay. Hopefully B. Yeah, that would be a respectful thing to do. Okay. A combo of B and C. Okay. I don't think he'd be preachy. Just approach young people. Well, absolutely. Hey, now I'm challenging someone here to tell me what would he say if you chose C. So he would speak to the teens about respect and what the back of the bus means to Black people. What would he say? Hey, Dakota, why don't you call on somebody?
Hold on. Sorry, I was on
Oh.
mute.
That's fine.
I would Salem Ortiz. I hope that's how you say your last name, but Salem.
Hannah said, you always need to respect your elders. Even if you want to be respected, you must respect others. That sounds like it. I like it. Salem, you got something for us? You gonna let us hear you?
I'm trying to think of something to say.
Okay.
And my last name's pronounced Ortiz.
Ortiz. Okay, we got it. Okay. Terry's little brother, age 5. Terry's little brother is 5 years old. Y'all hear this? He says, please listen and remember to be nice to everyone. He's 5. He's 5. He's going places. He is going places. Excellent. Okay, I'll tell you what. You know what? Let's go ahead to the next one. Scenario number 3. Martin Luther King is the keynote speaker at your graduation. He has come to speak at your graduation. He says that he has a gift for you, for all of the graduates today. What will Martin do? What's the gift? Is it a gift of wisdom? A new quote for you all to write down and take with you wherever you go? Let you sell his picture on Amazon? Or would he write everyone a letter of recommendation to their next high school, college, or workplace? I can see this going one of two ways. A new quote, let you sell his picture on Amazon, write a letter of recommendation for your next endeavor, high school, college, workplace. A lot of, okay, I see him seeing. So nobody think he would let you sell his picture on Amazon? I don't think so either. Either A or C, right? A or C. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Abigail agrees. He probably would not do B at all. You're right. I see. Okay. Write everyone a letter or give a gift of wisdom, a new quote. Wouldn't that be awesome? Because think again, unfortunately, it's like he was taken from us in 1968. To give that some perspective, my father was only 13 years old. So I can only imagine what he would have, the amount of wisdom he would have acquired to give back to us if he was still here today in his 90s. Jaden said, I think he would say A, because that wisdom can take you much further than what the paper could say. And that's a good point. That was a really good point, Jaden, because you know what? That letter of recommendation is going to be good for your next endeavor, your next thing, right? But that quote might last you 40 years. Man, I like the way you think. That's good, real good. And Hannah agrees. Excellent. All right, look, last one. Wrapping it up here. Last one is the last one. This is going to require some thought. Okay, this is going to require some thought. All right. MLK is new to TikTok and he's ready to do his first video. Has to selected a dance. What would Martin do? What dance is he going to do? Is he doing the Blinding Lights? Is he doing the Renegade? Is he doing Get Loose? Or is he doing Corvette? For those of you who know what these are, these funny little dances on TikTok. Okay, I see a lot. Oh goodness, probably the easiest to remember. Yeah, not too the one with the least arm movement, right?
I only picked Corvette because I know the song.
Yeah. A specific Pittsburgh Steelers player made that song pretty popular this season, didn't he? If you watch football and you know the Steelers, you know what guy I'm talking about. Oh man. So that was just for fun, right? I'm not sure there's been any recording ever of Martin Luther King Jr. dancing. And if it is, I would like to see it. I can see him doing a Renegade, really. When I was looking at these, right, I could kind of see that too. Like I said, the one with the least movement, easiest to remember, right? Okay, Leah, look, Corvette again, B or C, yeah. Oh man, that's funny. Okay, all right. Hey, look, a round of applause, but don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Round of applause for everybody playing a good game of What Will Martin Do? That was fun. It was fun to do that with y'all. Don't leave yet, though. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Okay, we got some other stuff here. So if you are on the line right now and you've been thinking, rather through this webinar here, or you follow the work of Merlin Mentor, or maybe you just been thinking about it on your own, and you want to be a mentor, please join our 500 Virtual Mentor Challenge. What do we want to do? We are looking to gather 500 mentors to spread across the state of Maryland, to be a guiding light, a helping hand, an ear, or to provide a service and support for our young people in this virtual space of online learning. Okay, so please consider it. Become a virtual mentor with us. We will partner you with one of our partnering programs. They'll have more details for you on what that looks like for them and their program. Okay, but again, remember, it's all virtual. Okay, so just like you hopped on here and we did this, same thing. You'll probably hop on a Zoom call or just a phone or just a video chat, FaceTime, whatever it may be, just to reach out and support that young person. That's what this challenge is all about. Okay, so if you want to, now I'm gonna leave this up for about 30 more seconds. You can just take your phone, do a little QR code thing, pop, hit that little thing there, the square thing there, or just go to the site, bit.ly, bit.ly/500 virtual mentors. Okay, and that's across Baltimore, DC, Montgomery, and Prince George's counties. Okay, so if you're a county near that, then that could work too. We have a question of, do you have to live in Maryland to be a virtual mentor? No, we're serving the students that we're servicing are in those counties. So, but no, just give it a shot. Charles County, give it a shot. Yes, please sign up. All right. Again, remember I told you this is National Mentoring Month, and we got a lot of things going on. So today was MLK, the ultimate mentor, how the legacy of MLK continues to influence mentoring. What do we have coming up? Ordinary people, extraordinary mentors. 10 tips for everyday mentoring webinar. That's this Friday at 3 o'clock. Okay. Then on Monday, it's the EEP. That stands for Elements of Effective Practice. Elements of Effective Practice. How to avoid common mentoring program pitfalls through TA. TA stands for Technical Assistance. Okay. So this one here is more for your, if I have any any teachers on the line, teachers, parents, administrators, mentors, mentor program leaders, this is one for you. Just to kind of understand what it takes to get your mentoring program up and running and what to avoid and how technical assistance can help you with that. Remember when I said before, a part of the work of Merlin Mentor is to provide resources and training. Technical assistance is one of our key pieces that we can offer you to help get your mentoring program to that place of quality and quantity, like I explained earlier today. Okay. Then after that, we are going to Capitol Hill virtually, mentoring virtual Capitol Hill Day. What that pretty much means is we'll be all day long. We will be talking to legislators, basically telling them that mentoring needs to continue. It needs to continue, showing the good work that we've been doing and giving them the plans of what we intend to do in the future. And we are petitioning their support. So the more voices we have there, the better. And then the 27th to the 29th is our National Mentoring Summit, which will be spearheaded by the National Mentoring Partnership. It will be 3 days full of a plethora of activities. Okay, so check us out. Follow the hashtags. Visit the merlinmentor.net website for this page too. And hopefully we see you at one of these future events throughout this month. Get social with us. Wherever you are, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, connect with us. Connect. Merlin Mentor, at Merlin Mentor. That's all you gotta do. Search for at Merlin Mentor. You'll see us. Bam. Click follow, click like, all that. Get social with us. thank you. Thank you for being here today. We thank you for your participation. It was an excellent webinar. I enjoyed each and every one of you. If you want to scan the QR code, we do have a survey. Again, tell us how you did. Tell us if you liked it. Tell us if it was cool. Tell us all about it. Tell us what you think. There's a link there again, bit.ly/MLK21 survey. MLK21 survey. Okay. And that is it. I'll leave this page up for a minute. And we got, it's 1:25. So at this stage, I hope that you all enjoy the rest of your Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
for being
you.
here. Thank you for being here. Keep doing good work. Take these essays that you wrote, these videos that you did, put action behind them. Be what you wrote down. Be the change you want to be. Be the change you want to see.
I'm sorry, do we hang up?
Yeah, you know, after, you know, once you got the survey link and yeah, you know, then I guess it will be time to go.
Have a nice day.
You have a nice day too.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to our finalists.
Okay, it's just us now. I thought that went
Well,
well.
yeah, I think it did.
That did go really well. Those kids are so cute.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was pretty live, wasn't it?
Oh, wait, let's stop recording this too.
Okay.